and today I'm going to look at the Wallabies scrummaging performance in the first two matches of the Rugby Championship against the All Blacks. The first scrum I want to look at comes from the first match, where the Wallabies were turned over on their own feed. I've seen people question whether the tight head side of this scrum went backwards because Tamani, the starting tight head lock, wasn't on the field at the time. As you'll see from the video, Sharp, who was playing tight head lock at that time, provides plenty of power behind Kepu. The problem is that New Zealand are also providing plenty of power coming the opposite way. The only way Kepu can transfer the force coming from behind him through to the All Blacks pack is if he maintains a good body shape with a flat back and good low body height. As you can see here, he does neither, and the All Blacks come straight through his side, and it's a clear penalty against Kepu for not being able to hold the weight. The next scrum I'll show is from the same match, but this time Tamani's back on the field at tight head lock. Exactly the same problem occurs, so it's not an issue of the middle row not providing enough force for Kepu. You can see here that Kepu gets caught high, he's got a terrible body shape, which gives his opposition loose head far too much leeway. Kepu's going backwards is in a terrible shape, the Wallabies were very lucky to win that scrum. The next scrum is from the second match. This time Ben Alexander's at tight head, and if anything he's got a worse body shape and body position than Kepu had. Again, he's too high. It doesn't matter what force comes behind him, he's driven back off the ball. There's no way he can resist the force coming from the All Black scrum with that sort of body shape and height. From the same match, here's a scrum where the Wallabies need to bring the tight head side up and wheel the scrum counterclockwise, taking Richie McCaw away from the play and giving him further to run when he's defending the back line. Ben Alexander's not actually in a bad position and maintains a reasonably good body shape in this scrum, but again, the Wallabies aren't able to resist the All Blacks, and they actually turn the scrum clockwise so that Richie McCaw's got an early jump to defend our backline. Here's the scrum in that match where the Wallabies actually achieved the turnover against the All Blacks. The first thing you'll notice as the scrum packs is Franks has got his hand on the ground, but in keeping with the usual practice these days, if he gets it back up before the ball's fed, it'll be play on. The Wallabies actually achieve a certain level of parity with the All Blacks at the beginning of this scrum, and then they get to a point where Andrew Hore pops up. Now you may see that as a positive in the fact that the Wallabies got the penalty and it looks like they dominated the All Black scrum to cause Hore to stand up. However, the only way this was achieved was by illegal tactics from Alexander. You'll see on this end-on shot that he actually bores straight across Andrew Hore and actually ends up on the other side of him. There's no way a hooker's going to be able to withstand that sort of force. A more observant referee would have picked that up and penalised Alexander, so there's not a real positive from that. And now to the final scrum of the match. In this case, Franks has his hand on the ground and he doesn't get it back up before the ball's fed and was liable to be penalised there. In the great scheme of things, it doesn't actually have much of an impact on who was the dominant scrum or not. And as you can see, the All Blacks are clearly dominant, with the Wallabies having no answer, particularly on the tight head side. If the Wallabies are going to attack more, as I'm suggesting, they need to establish a platform from their scrum, and that means fixing the technical problems on the tight head side of the scrum.